Hello everybody, this is GK. Welcome to Living the Hobby High Life. Today we're going to open up a little bit of mail for you. We're going to talk to you about some insights that we've gained over the past 24 hours as far as sales and card projections go. And then we're just going to share some perspective on the hobby real quick. So before we get started in this mail day, one of the things that we talked about on previous episodes for PWE sales, and it's kind of a big deal. If you notice this postage due, 15 cents, all right? Now, this can be a problem because in order for this to be delivered to me, the postal customer or the buyer of this card, the post office has said, hey, I owe them 15 cents, okay? 15 cents, not a big deal. Here is what's crazy about this is, my postal lady didn't charge me the 15 cents. When I carried mail, they asked us. They said, "Hey, you've got a ticket, and you've got to collect all these. You got to collect the sum of however many of these postage due receipts you'd have." As a seller of cards, this has happened to us. We've sold a card just like this. This has happened to us, and it's resulted in hate mail from frustrated eBay customers. And man, to be honest with you, I can't say that I blame them. That happened to us when we were making the transition to PWEs. I can't remember when it was, but back when we first started going to PWE shipments as a card seller, this postage due happened to us several times. And what we found out was it wasn't consistent across the U.S. postal system. It was different offices in different locations, just having their own way of doing it. So we weigh every PWE, and if it's under 1 ounce, we print this type of postage. And since we went to pre-printed postage, we haven't had any of these issues. These issues have been none. And what it was resulting in was what I would do, I would refund the customer 100%. You shouldn't have to deal with that nonsense of the mailman ringing your door and, hey, give me 15 cents to have your card. No matter how good the card is, you're going to be disappointed in that experience, I thought. So here's an example of if the PWE is over 1 ounce, right? We'll put 1.2 in the weight or the appropriate weight. You can go up to 2 ounces. And you've got to remain under 1/8 inch thick though. But if it's over 1 ounce, we pay the 65 cents, the additional 15 cents, that right there, we pay that. And then we also add a 15 cent non-machinable stamp to keep it out of the machines. And so far since we've done that, that's worked pretty well. And that's one of the big reasons why we're such a big proponent of pre-printed postage and stamps.com. Stamps.com is not perfect, but they're the best of what we got right now. So let's go ahead and get into this mail. I didn't want to take too long, but I did want to bring that up to you guys because as a seller, that's just frustrating when you do the best you can to sell a card to somebody and then, this comes up, 15 cents. Give me 50. Hey, you want that Karl Malone? You owe us 15 cents. What the hell is that? So what we've got is a 2020 Majestic Karl Malone Silver. The price was really good on this, and that's all I can say. I did want to get into some basketball, and if you notice on our eBay store, we've got several team lots for sale, and we've got some basketball cards that we want to build team lots of. And so we knew that getting a silver of the mailman would help us in that regard. Here we have a 2017, I believe. Yep, 2017 Donruss rated rookie James Conner. Pretty simple card. We were kind of feeling our way around. We overpaid on this one for sure. But it's still a decent card. We're kind of trying to build some data on rated rookies. Here is a card, pretty cool, 2019 Disco Prism, Zach Allen rookie card. Also cool, the professor, sends us a note. Always cool, handwritten note, man. We send them with every card, Yeah, man, we'll give you good feedback on that. I mean, pretty professional. Came in the, taped to an envelope. Handwritten thank you. That's always cool. Disco prisms, and if you can get them under $1, which we did, I don't think anybody can go wrong with that. Here we've got a 2020 Prism Draft Picks, Marquise Brown, in a Sooners uniform. That's also a silver, and that silver and the American flag, it's just an eye catcher. These All-American inserts this year are pretty nice. Not numbered, just a simple, parallel insert for the 2020 Prism Draft Picks set. What do we got here? This one was pretty cool. I liked how they did this. So we got a long envelope, and in that came an 8x11 sheet of typing paper, and then the card is taped down there, and that's a 2020 Khalil Mack Select Sensations Silver Prism. The price was pretty good on this. The thing that's interesting about this is if you read a listing that says top loader secured, or you're on social media and buying cards, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and they advertise PWE top loader secured, that's basically what it means. The top loader's taped down to the paper. It seems pretty efficient. That's a pretty good, luckily they didn't use Scotch tape. We've gone around enough about Scotch tape. Hopefully one day we can stop kicking that dead horse. And then we got a couple bubble mailers. Our PWE shipments, as time goes on, I'm more impressed with the PWE shipments than some of what I see when you pay for shipping. But we got some National Treasures base, and we got a Leighton Vander Esch 33 of 35, and I believe this is 2019. And also from that same seller, we got an Amari Cooper 16 out of 50. So 16 out of 50. I don't know if you can. 33 out of 35, National Treasures, and we picked these up relatively inexpensively, and we'll list them inexpensive too. The crazy thing about, how much a box of National Treasures costs, and then you've got base cards in there, and they're thicker stock. I mean, it's not like they're bad cards or anything. Let me pull these out real quick. They're good cards, great for a collection, great for a PC. And the reason why, man, you look at the weight. So there's the thickness. That's like a 75-point card, I believe. I mean, it's in a 100-point top loader, and it fits pretty snug. They're great cards. Great cards, man. The purchase of the day, believe it or not, this raggedy ass thing came in, and it was, there was Scotch tape holding it together. Scotch tape stuck to the team bag and kind of ripped the team bag. What was scary about this, and this is a 2016, 2016 Optic rated rookie silver, Jalen Ramsey, great cornerback, but this thing came, no top loader, taped down to the Scotch tape. I mean, it came in a bubble mailer, and it was sleeved in cardboard, which are all good things. I'm not complaining about that at all. It just sucks, and it also took like 2.5 weeks to get here. But this is a great card. You put this in a black one touch, man. That's a beauty of a great cornerback. And when you go through that experience, man, that sucks. So there's our mail. What we'll do is we'll flip this camera around and we'll talk about some things, and then we'll let you get back to your day. All right, we're back real quick. Here's the mail for the day going out. We've got eight PWE shipments, all pretty much single cards. It's kind of nice. Last few mornings we've had increased sales, and the totals were more than 8. And man, it takes. What we're learning is it takes a lot of work to be able to put these out. The other thing too, man, it takes a lot of supplies. And right now, man, there is a top loader shortage in the world. It's tough to come by shipping supplies. We're prepared for a little while, but man, that's one of the things that's on our radar. And it kind of goes along the same lines of some of the things we were talking about the other day, as far as that documentation and accountability of not just your card products, right, but the supplies to get them there, like that, envelopes, bubble mailers, the whole 9 yards. So we just wanted to tell you real quick, man, here's 8 more sales going out to customers today. I'm gonna switch this over to another view. I'm gonna go into the office. I'm gonna take you guys there, and I'm gonna kind of show you what we've been working on as far as the documentation and inventorying these rascals as they come in, and some of the issues that we've dealt with. And we're gonna show you the spreadsheet, tell you where we got it from, and tell you how it helps us. So hopefully maybe it's something worthwhile for you to use as well. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back again, and if you can see, we kind of zoomed in on our profit listing. So for Friday or yesterday, July 3rd, we had $16.92 net, and then a profit of only $11.19. And then this morning on July 4th, we're already at $13 and $10.23 of profit. It's I don't know, the numbers don't look that great, but they are what they are, and at least we're tracking them. If I zoom out here a little bit, you'll be able to see kind of this tracking matrix. And man, we can't take credit for this worksheet. I didn't create it. Chris over at CRT Sports Cards is the guy that sent us this file, and he's got his own YouTube, a whole bunch of subscribers. He's active on Twitter, and he's one of those guys that just helps out the community. So, and he built this master sales list, which is extremely helpful. If we zoom in, you can see, like, you've got a date column, you got your number of sales, you got your date column, and then you'll have like the card year. I'll kind of hold that in place. You have the card year, then the brand. You can enter the brand, and we kind of use this for all of our sales. What the player was, the card number, the sales channel, and that has a drop down menu to where you can pick, like eBay, sports lots, Star Stocks, Instagram, Twitter, OfferUp, whatever. And then you have your number of cards to sell, and then the sale price. So we enter what it sold for. It populates it total, and then any of your expenses up here. So you can actually enter in your card costs, eBay fees, PayPal. We always enter shipping and whatever that cost is, and then it'll give you the profit for the card along that row. A great tool for us as long as we use it, and we've had it longer than what we've been using it for. But that public master sales list from Chris over at CRT Sports Cards, we saw he tweeted about this. We sent him a DM, and he sent us a copy. So man, hit him up, and it's real awesome. He's programmed it to where those cells they also coincide with here. So whatever entries, like this morning, we made some entries for July 4th. We'll scroll down. The only thing I can see where this might be a problem is we might have more sales than we have programmed rows. So as you can see down here, our entries for July 4th already, what they are. And then if we click on the sales by day tab, that automatically takes us to our numbers for the day as far as sports cards go. So awesome tool. Props and shout out to CRT Sports Cards. I can't say enough. I mean, that really helps. And here's another sheet that you can log card costs. We haven't really utilized that. I don't know if the cells are linked to the other cells for formulas or anything like that. I don't really know. So let me kind of back out of here and turn. Well, I tell you what, I'll just leave it on and then turn on the light. So if there's a glare on the screen, I apologize. But yesterday's top seller probably was our, if I dial in here, our one touch mags. So we've been selling these one touch 100 point mags, and they're actually been our biggest seller by volume, you know. So this has taken a while to populate, you know, like all that data right there, it doesn't enter itself. You have to manually enter the data, and we're still working on the month of June. So we spent some time doing that, and then we also sliced out some time to where we could look at other cards, and we photographed, we ingested a whole bunch of cards. Let me kind of adjust this a little bit. We photographed a whole bunch of cards, and we'll talk to you guys about that process as well. But one of the big cards that we found, and man, the lighting doesn't really do this guy justice. Let's take it. I tell you what. Well, we'll just, yeah. I mean, here we'll just make a trip live and in person, and you see this under a better light condition than what was in there in the office. Sorry about that delay, but man, this Topps 1994, Topps Finest Jerry Rice. So some of the pictures, you know, we got some of these sales that have come in, you know, we're putting them on the market, and we're combining some of our other cards from our own collection to liquidate. And this is one of them that we came across. So we were entering this one in there, and we're doing the sold comps. And believe it or not, man, this card graded was over $100 card. And the card, it was selling raw from anywhere from $12 to $100. And several best offers, and actually about 5 or 6 of them had moved it within the last month. I didn't expect that out of this. I mean, I've listed some of these Topps Finest that did not comp that well, but being it is Jerry Rice, and I believe that's his Super Bowl MVP year or season, you know, 1994. This is one of those ones where, you know, we weren't going to put it in a team listing along with this card because, you know, these team lots, we like to keep that overall cost low, because when the buyer sees it, they'll see a price range. Like if this is a 99-cent card and this is a $10 card, they'll see that, you know, whatever the lot is named, and then the price range from 99 cents to $10. And sometimes that can scare guys off. This we thought would do better in a single listing. So we put it up. I put it up for sale on the high end. And the main reason of putting it up on the high end was not necessarily was we want to get a lot of money for it. There are refractors of this card. And although I do not think that this is a refractor, it doesn't photograph like it. It doesn't, you know, I would say, if someone was to ask my professional opinion, that is not a refractor, you know, but it is still in pretty damn good shape. You know, the centering's not too bad if you go from arm to arm, maybe, yeah, you know, but overall corners, surface, I mean, front and back, it's a nice looking car. But we priced it high because maybe, just maybe, this is a candidate for grading. You know, the population on PSA is pretty low. And it's one of those cards, and by keeping accurate information and data, this card is almost one of those lessons. You know, I would say it probably has the most potential for gain or profitability than any of these cards that we see here, of course. Excuse me. And that potential could be maximized with grading, you know, and it would confirm, hey, is this a hollow? Because I've seen some listed as hollows that were similar or identical to this, and then some listed as hollows that were not. And definitely what we don't want to do is send out any card at any value and misrepresent the type of card it is. So, if that's a hollow, we didn't list it as a hollow, but if it's a hollow, we want to list it that way. If not, we're not going to list it that way. So wanted to just share this gem with you. It was interesting once we kind of peeled back the layers of the onion a little bit to find out what was going on. But that's going to be our potential, superstar breakout potential card of the day right there, man. Jerry Rice, 1994, Topps Finest. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap this thing up, let you go. Everybody, man, stay safe today. It's July 4th. Celebrate your freedom. Enjoy your time with your friends and family. Keep all your fingers and toes, and don't hold those firecrackers under your nose. We'll be back next time. Until then, keep living the hobby high life.